Types of environments. Types of environments. What is the types of environments? We have the four types of environment. Single type architecture or stand alone environment we are calling. Second one, two tier architecture or client server environment. Third one, three tier architecture or web environment we are calling. N tier architecture or distribution environment we are calling. Like that we have the four environments. So what is a single tier architecture? First, single tier architecture or standalone environment. So what is a single tier architecture? Means it is having only single tier and single system only, all they can install, like presentation layer, business layer, database layer. Three layers we can install in the single tier, single system. That we are calling as a single tier architecture we are calling. So whenever one application we are using totally into the one system and single user only can use that application, that we are calling as a single tier architecture we are calling. This we are calling as a single tier architecture. For example, you have the operating system. So whenever we are installing the operating system, total you can install into the one system only. So presentation layer, business layer, database layer, three layers you are installing the one system. So that type of applications if you want to develop, now we can go for the single tier architecture. Next, antivirus. If you want to go for the antivirus installing, single system only you are installing. So this is we are calling as a single tier architecture they can develop. Next, another example. We'll go for the drivers. System drivers you are installing. So in one single system only you are installing. And some other example, VLC player you are installing in your system. So total you are installing. So this is all we are calling as a single tier architecture they are using and developing the applications. So what is a single tier architecture? Means single user in single system at a time they can use it. Total three layers can install in the single system only. So this is we are calling as the single tier architecture. Whenever client giving some requirements to develop the application, but that application finally using single user at a time in the single system, that type of requirements we have, then we can start the developing the single tier architecture only. For example, operating system. That operating system software you are installing in the single system only. And same manner, antivirus, single system only you are installing. And same manner, drivers you are installing in the single system only at a time, all. VLC player. These type of applications if you want to install, then we can go for the single tier architecture only. Coming to the next one, two tier architecture. What is a two tier architecture? It's having the client server architecture. Means it's having the two tiers. That is, one is client and other one is server. So client having the presentation layer plus business layer. Server having only database layer. So this environment we are calling as a two tier architecture we are calling. So in this environment, client having the presentation layer, business layer. Server having the database layer. When we can use this environment? Which applications we are developing in this environment? Whenever one application developing whenever one application we are using within the organization only, first point, whenever we are using one application within the organization only, many clients, many users can use within the organization, that we can develop Next one. So this is the requirements to develop the two-tier architecture. So that application using single user, not single users, many users within the organization only. That is the first point. Second point, we can go for that. All clients are sharing common database. All clients are sharing common database. This is a common database. We can go for that. Common database. All clients are sharing common database. Third point. What is the third point? If you go for the third point, what is the third point here means? So first we can go for within the organization only using that application many people. Next, all the clients are sharing single database only, common database only. And what is the third point? They're expecting very speed. They're expecting speed. They're expecting very speed. Fourth point. No need to worry about the security of the business layer. No need to worry about the security of the business layer. This is the requirements if you want to develop any application. Now we can go for the two-tier architecture. Once again, what is the first requirement? These application using within the organization only, not outside the organization, within the organization only, many people can use it. Next, all clients sharing common database and they're expecting very speed and no need to worry about the security of the business layer. These type of requirements we have, then we can go for the two-tier architecture. For example, we have the something ATM center. In this ATM center, you are doing some actions, so it will be showing the display, and some logic will be happen also. So presentation layer, business layer is there. If you do some action, that will be stored into the some database, and these you can access into the some other ATM center also. These you can access some other database. Some other database means all clients are sharing single database only. So within the organization only we are using this application. For example, one company is there. This company, so many employees are coming, entering. Before entering, they have some card, they're swiping the card. Whenever they're swiping the card, that will be storing into the within the company database. So when they're entered into the company, and whenever they can come out, and they can swiping the card, when they can come out. So these are stored into the within the organization only. This is the application. Like that, any application if you want to develop within the organization, all clients are sharing single database only, and they're expecting the speed. No need to worry about the security of the business layer because of within the organization only they're using. So no need to worry about that layer also. So these type of environments we have, these type of requirements we have, then we can go for the two-tier architecture, client server environment. We need to go for that.